Parmigiani Fleurier es una marca que se caracteriza por una gran elegancia y un estilo muy definido, además de una complejidad técnica muy importante. Creo que por eso vale mucho la pena ver los nuevos modelos. Hello Guido, how are you?
Very well, and you?
Fantastic.
Good to see you in Geneva.
No, it's great to see you and have the presentation about new watches, and who's better than you than for showing us what's new?
What's new?
for Parmigiani?
Well, last year, we the unveiling of a world premiere that was the GMT Rattrapante. That was the first of a series, if you want, of complications. The theme is to have functions that are reinterpreted, important functions of the industry that are reinterpreted in the Parmigiani way, which is subtle, which is discreet, and especially that they come to life when you need them, because when you don't need them, you have simply a two-handed watch. So last year was the GMT Rattrapante, which is this watch here. But this year dresses in pink gold, where you have the opposite colors, if you want, on the hands, because you have the push button at 8 o'clock that moves forward the traveling time, and instead of showing a pink gold hand, it shows a white gold hand, and all the rest of the hands are in pink gold. And then when you are back home, you press the Rattrapante function and you go back. So this was last year's world premiere. Now we have two references in the collection. But this year we are introducing a second world premiere, which is called Minute Rattrapante.
De los lanzamientos más importantes de Parmigiani Fleurier en Watches and Wonders 2023 es el Tonda PF Minute Rattrapante, que continúa con la idea del GMT Rattrapante del año pasado, pero ahora utiliza esa misma forma de utilizar manecillas escondidas para una función distinta. Como los relojes de buceo, que se coloca con el bisel giratorio, se marca la posición en la que está la manecilla de minutos cuando iniciamos, o ya sea una inmersión o que estamos tomando el tiempo de algo. En se han integrado estos dos pulsadores del lado izquierdo. Con podemos avanzar el minutero que marca la posición ahí está, de 5 en 5 minutos, y con de 1 en 1. De manera que ahí está. Aquí estoy marcando para darme cuenta cuando ya pasaron 17 minutos a partir de que puse yo la marca. Y ya cuando no se necesita, para no confundir, además son de diferente tono. La manecilla de marca es de oro rosa y las demás son blancas. Y luego, si ya no necesito esa, escondo la manecilla detrás de la manecilla de minutos normal y continúo teniendo la misma apariencia limpia, minimalista y elegante de siempre.
And the nice thing, this function that didn't exist, so we have invented something.
Yes, and the best part was that you used a concept that already exists last year and adapted to a GMT now
Instead of using the GMT Rattrapante, you're applying the Rattrapante to the minute, and view that it has to be user-friendly. You have to use it with pleasure. We decided to have two push buttons because to press 11 times the minute is annoying.
So it's one for 1 minute and one for each.
5 minutes.
5 minutes, one for one. Wow. Okay. No, and it's a great example of thinking outside of the box. Exactly. And that's the point.
That's if you want to do world premieres, you have to do things that nobody did before. So,
of course, yes.
There's no book for that.
No, and that's the best part. There's no book,
exactly. But you can see that the philosophy of the function is very similar. So the consistency of the style is there. Now you have a collection which is very unified in the style, and the father of everything, the matrix, is this, the micro auto that I always wear because everything started from here. So this is the two-hander with date, then you have the GMT, and you have the Minute Rattrapante.
The micro rotor it's a beautiful watch, very understated, elegant, and I understand that you have new ways of working with the dial, with the platinum and new finishes.
Well, we wanted to bring the discretion of the Minute Rattrapante up to the highest level using a material which is very, very appealing to Parmigiani because it is applied to the matrix, to the Minute Rattrapante. So by doing everything in platinum, you're basically elevating the discretion to a level of sophistication which is extremely elegant, very clean, very pure.
Esta es la versión más sencilla, pero no por ello menos elegante, del Tonda PF micro rotor. Es un solo tiempo con calibre automático, por supuesto con un micro rotor, y el exquisito calibre de manufactura de Parmigiani Fleurier. Ahí está. Caja y brazalete de platino, al igual que la carátula es platino, con un acabado tipo frosted, que es un arenado muy fino.
Stands out versus the steel version because first of all, the color of the platinum is whiter. You see the difference between the two metals, and the Grand Arche, the guilloche with the Grand Arche treatment is on the steel models and gold, and on the platinum we use this aesthetic which is very identified with the platinum material. And following on that note, we have last year introduced this creativity on the Tourbillon. It was on a limited edition. By the way, this is not limited, so the micro rotor will be on a evergreen reference.
Okay.
And as well as this Tourbillon in platinum with a blue Milano dial, which is extremely formal, very elegant, and very passepartout too, because the color is perfect for an elegant attire.
Aquí tenemos el Tonda PF Tourbillon, totalmente en platino, también es un debut de 2023. Caja y brazalete integral, como decía, en platino. También la carátula es platino, ¿verdad? Sí, la carátula también es platino y tiene un acabado azul Milano, sobre el fino guilloche. Y por supuesto, pues un tourbillon a las 7. Tourbillon volante porque no tiene un puente, y aquí está el calibre con micro rotor, 100% manufactura, Qualité Fleurier y acabado a mano totalmente.
When you wear this with a suit or with a,
Yeah, of course.
you are in a level of elegance which is very high. And last but definitely not least, we have also a limited edition on the split second chronograph that in 2021 was done in platinum, and with the same aesthetic of the platinum, we did it in pink gold.
Es el Tonda PF cronógrafo Rattrapante 100% en oro rosa. Una belleza, porque es bien sabido que hacer un cronógrafo es a veces más complejo que crear un turbillón. Entonces aquí tenemos el botón de activación del cronógrafo. Aquí marcamos un punto en el tiempo que estamos cronometrando, y luego, si ese tiempo cambió, lo podemos oprimir nuevamente este pulsador en la corona y se vuelven a unir las dos manecillas. Parmigiani está dominando de momento esta complicación y la está usando para diferentes propósitos, fuera de lo que era, que es tradicionalmente en los cronógrafos como en este. Aquí igual marco el tiempo, se queda fija la aguja indicándome el punto, me da tiempo de anotar ese tiempo, luego lo retorno, o puedo dejarlo marcado primer lugar y segundo lugar. Y puedo retornar a cero, las dos manecillas al mismo tiempo y el retrapante aparte. La carátula también es de platino. La carátula está hecha en platino, terminada también con un arenado súper fino. Segundero pequeño a las 6, contador de minutos, contador de 12 horas. Muy limpio, muy elegante. En cuanto a carátula, normalmente los cronógrafos tienden a ser un poco saturados. Y aquí, muy delicado, vemos la escala pulsométrica. O sea que para un uso médico, cualquier pretexto es bueno para llevar en la muñeca este Parmigiani cronógrafo Rattrapante en oro rosa. Por detrás tenemos un calibre realizado totalmente también en oro rosa. Obviamente doble rueda de pilares, como debe ser.
We have these 30 pieces will come in a box with a complementary alligator strap that you can mount. And like the purity of Michel's way of thinking needs to, we have developed a pin buckle. Now you might say, why do you want a pin buckle?
Very classic.
Because when you have such a beauty, you don't want a blade in the middle of the eye when you want to observe the work. No? So
exactly. You need space to
you need to open
to admire.
and to admire without a blade in your eyes. And this is really Michel's philosophy. You know, how can you admire his work if you have a blade in between? So that's why the pin buckle on the alligator. Voila.
Amazing, and thank you very much for the complete presentation of the novelties. And it's always a pleasure to speak with you, because it shows the passion that's behind of the brand, and I think obviously Michel Parmigiani, it's the soul of the brand, but also the soul needs a body to move and a muscle, and I think Parmigiani had a great muscle behind.
Well, what I try to do with my team is to interpret the values of Michel in a contemporary way, because today who is moving the purchases of the watch industry are gentlemen in their 30s, in their 40s.
Yes,
and you
have to appeal to a different generation.
Exactly. Yes. But you have to respect the soul of the brand. You have to respect its values, which is deep knowledge of watchmaking culture and understatement, not ostentatiousness. And this comes by doing a work which is very pure, that is for the purest of tomorrow, for people who really are into the art of watchmaking.
Yeah, yes. And this is art at its best.
Contemporary art.
Contemporary art, yes. But it's art. Anyway.
It's art, yes. Mechanical art.
Thank you very much, Guido. It's
been a pleasure.
Fantastic to meet you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for passing by. Voila.